Hello everybody, this is Hello Awesome with your daily dose of awesome. Although where I am it's 10 o'clock at night, so I guess it would be evening dose of awesome, but I digress. So I'm finally going to do the second part to what I've been long procrastinating, which was when I did my top 10 anime crushes, which were, my top 10 anime crushes were, of course, at number 10, Kei Tasikama from Special A. Number 9, Edgar J.C. Ashenberg from Harakatu Yose. Number 8, Soul Evans from Soul Eater. Number 7, Takumi Usui from Kawachiwa Maid Sama. And number 6, Rokudo Rine from Kuakeyo no Rine. Number 5, Edward Elric from Full Metal Alchemist and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Number 4, Ikuto Tsukuyomi from Sango Chara. Number 3, Asumo Narumi from Spiral Bonds of Reasoning. Number 2, Inuyasha from Inuyasha Feudal Fairy Tale. Number 1 was, of course, Lala Reynolds from Death Note. Now we're on to the manga side. And my top 10 manga crushes. We're going to start with number 10. She is from another Ritsumo Takahashi property. I swear to God, all the guys she writes are perfect in some way and very flawless and in another, and also very unhealthy for a relationship choice. But I still love this character. It's from Ranma 1/2, of course. It's the Gender Bender. He has his own anime, by the way, so you can watch that. He is a martial artist with far too many fiancés who can transform into a girl. But he wants to become the strongest man so he can protect the people he loves. He's very dedicated and loyal and strong and smart and deep from what you don't see and what you do see when you're with Akane and him together. You kind of see something special there, even though she didn't want to be his fiancé at first. And it's just a comedy of errors that you would have to read. This is really old, actually. Oh god, look at that. Got this when I was like 13, I think. And it was $14.50. Now it's like $14.99, $15.99. And they had action figures for $69.95 each. And those little orders that you can make more. They could buy more mangas from them. Look at that. Oh my god, so old. I think you can get these now at Value Village too. So there's that. I didn't like Maison Ikoku, but Mermaid Saga or Fairy Tale was fun. Anyway, so it's number 10, Ranma Saotome, the boy girl. From the Awesomely Awesome manga. Anyway, so coming in at number 9 is a boy who likes to bake and a girl who wants to be a boy, and a comedy of errors happens. This is another gender bender anime. Youre My Secret. This came out very recently. I think, actually, does it have a date of release? Does it have a date of release? Oh my god. Wow, came out in 2003. I got it in 2008. Yeah, that's when I got it. Because it showed up in the store around that time. I remember the fact that I remember that, right? Anyway, so Youre My Secret is about a boy who switches bodies with his crush, who's a girl, and they both have to go through a lot until her grandfather can fix it, the body swapping machine. And I liked him better as a boy because he was a sweet, loyal, caring guy who listened when you spoke to him. He didn't just pretend to listen, he actually cared enough to listen. So I think that's fantastic in a boy character to have. And when she switched them, just because they would fit better in the opposite gender doesn't mean that's how it should happen, you know? Because I mean, I like him better as a boy than a girl, and I like her better as a girl because she's strong as a girl and can kick butt. But in a boy, it makes more sense. But I like her better as a tough talking girl and him as a shy, introverted boy who can cook. What can I say? I have a thing for shy introverts, and he's sweet and can make me cookies. Love that. And he's he listens. That's the thing, he cares enough to listen to you. Food for thought, guys. Food for thought. Akira Uhira from Youre My Secret. Coming in At number 7 is Boris Away from Alice in the Country of Hearts, Country of Clovers, Country of Diamonds, Country of Emeralds. Oh, there's so many. Literally, like, okay. Where is it? Okay, this is Alice in the Country of Clover. And Boris Away is in here somewhere. Boris Away, the riddle-loving cat, has a signature smirk, and in Clover, a new toy. One of his favorite pastimes is giving the sleepy mouse a hard time. So that's Boris Away, and here he is depicted right there. He is one of my favorite characters. And his alias is Boris Away, but his other name is Noriaki Shugimuya. So that he is an epic character. He is cocky, funny, mysterious, and he will literally die for you if he's in love with you. So that is quite an incredible feat. He's a kind, caring cat thing. But I fell in love with him because of the many layers to him as a character, and the fact that literally for Alice, he will protect her, he will find her, he will always find her, and he will die for her. This one, she's in a relationship with Nightmare. So you can literally read any of these and she'll be in a different relationship with another one of your characters. It's like a game until the manga creators decide to end it. These go for like $15.99 Canadian. I got this at my library's book sale and it was only $2. Coming in at number 6 is Kylie Okayasu from Peach Girl. I liked him because when the main heroine was getting picked on for being a slut even though she was a virgin, and getting picked on for apparently hurting her friend when she didn't, he was always there for her, and quite frankly he defended her and he protected her when the guy she liked did none of that. And also he was very decisive about his feelings towards her, was there for her as a friend, but also was there when she fell in love with him. And then they broke up because of some ridiculous, stupid reason from her many lines of insecurity. And got back together. I really don't think she deserves him as a character, but I think that his decisiveness and strong personality are something to admire, you know? He's just an all-around great dude. Just great. And he's a strong person. See? Very strong in his feelings, and they're a very sweet couple together. And whenever she's insecure, he just reassures her of his feelings all the time. Never stops letting her know that he loves her. Admirable! And she's got a lot of insecurities, so she'll get that. Anyway. Coming in at number 5. Okay. From Mistress Fortune, the same woman who wrote The Gentleman's Alliance, Ariana Tanemura, the character is called Genjiro Hasibana, and basically they fight aliens and they have superpowers. It is like Power Rangers on X, and he is one of the main characters, and basically what ends up happening is that he blames himself for his mother's death, so he ends up living at the academy so he can gauge his powers. And when he gauges his powers, he finally, can defend the world against the aliens, and he's a very perfect guy who keeps talking about his partner's boobs. And even though fraternization is restricted and forbidden, he will still flirt and talk to his partner and care enough about her, even though he's incredibly pervy. He's such a ledger. Creepy old man syndrome right here. But he is fun. He's skillful, talented, caring, loving, and very, very tough. Kind of reminds me of Tuxedo Mask if he was younger and pervier. Weird. But I recommend reading it. It's a one-shot, so I like it. I like one-shots, because they finish in one shot. You don't have to worry about, like, a long list of mangas to buy. You don't. You just, Coming in at number 4 is Tasukasa Diamonji from Boys Over Flowers. Okay, so I put it to you that if you went to a hoity-toity rich school filled with hoity-toity people on scholarship, you would be miserable. And that's exactly the premise of this anime, manga, Korean drama, Taiwanese drama. I saw the drama on Netflix. I read the manga when I was younger, and I also watched the anime. I think the manga just finished a while back ago. It was a few years back. I'm not sure. I remember just thanking God that it was over. Like when Inuyasha ended, I could never stop cheering and singing Hallelujah. Anyway, so this girl gets lucky enough to kind of get accepted into a rich school on scholarship, where she meets the leader of the SF4, named, obviously, Tsukasa Diamonji, and he's an asshole. He pulls horrible pranks on her, and I think she kicked him hard in the head, really hard, because he thought she was in love with him at one point. And you see him kind of as a third-rate character, always in love with her, but she was in love with his friend, who was a violinist, who played beautifully. Or was he a pianist? I forget, but the point is he played an instrument, and when you play an instrument, a girl just apparently just disappears into nothingness of the void. So, they finally start dating midway through when he stops being a dick, and becomes kind of a decent human being, apologizes for everything he's done, turns the F4 into a more understanding group, defends her when nobody else would, and they start dating because of his kindness, loyalty, and caring for her, for the main heroine. And basically, that's what happens in, I think, the manga, the show, and everything. And then they go through trials and tribulations, and he's told that if he wants to become leader of this family company, that he would have to leave her, but he absolutely refuses. So that's when he had a change of character. Yeah, I liked that character from Boys Over Flowers. You can see the Korean drama on Netflix, so there's that too. Alright, now I'm gonna botch number 3. Number 3 is from a very common anime. I think it's not as common as Sword Art Online or Fairy Tail. It's a Shoujo Jump anime, and his full name is Rene Tamaki Richard de Garotin Soho from Oran High School Host Club. Basically, what do you do when you're lonely and rich? You form a club of lonely and rich guys so they can make more money even though their families are exuberantly rich, and live the rich lifestyle with your friends so you can, chat up the girls in your hoity-toity rich high school. And when a poor girl named Haruhi accidentally knocks over a 3 million yen vase, which is a lot of money, actually, so she has to pay off that debt, and she ends up working for the host club. And Tamaki is the last person to figure out she's a she. And she didn't really care about her gender. She's like, I don't care if I dress like a girl or a guy, really. And Tamaki's like, you're a girl, you should understand that, you're working with boys. And she's like, who cares, just with all that. And I like that character. And Tamaki is funny because he always acts like Haruhi's dad and tries to protect her from the evil twins who are in the club and everybody else, because he actually doesn't want to admit that he has feelings for his daughter. She's not his actual daughter, and her father is just like Tamaki. Ooh, it was so creepy when they met. Ooh, I was really creeped out in the manga and anime when they met. Dear God. Anyway, so number 3, Tamaki from Maroon High School Club. Awesome guy. Funny and goofy. He's kind of like Goofy's son Max, but at the same time he's like a combination of Goofy and Max. He's just perfect as a boyfriend because he's such a nervous goof, and then when you find the deeper parts of him, it's a real shock, because Haruhi finds out that there's a lot in Tamaki's past, like, because he's a bastard, he's not actually eligible to rule his family's company when he gets older, and the fact that he's a bastard, his mother has extensive medical bills, so his grandmother is torturing him and putting him through the ringer by forcing him to go to Oran High School Host Club, even though he's French and can never see his mother. And then when he's forced to marry this girl, so Haruhi can keep her scholarship, he disbands the host club because he just wants to protect the people he loves. and it's a very charming ending, but it kind of has a cliffhanger where both fathers want. Tamaki's father is fully accepted of his choice not to marry the hoity-toity French chick who his grandmother picked out, and he's poised to let Tamaki take over the company. And then there is Ko's father who wants Haruhi to marry his son, and they both are like, oh, you know, my son will marry her, and then it's kind of sweet. Just love Tamaki's goofball, over-the-top character. You love him. I loved him. I did. And then coming in at number 2 is Number 2 is Kagatora from Shinobi Life. Basically, this girl on the cover right here, she wants to die, and she blames her father for her mother's death, so there's a lot of stuff going on there. Kagatora is a ninja from a different timeline who literally kind of crashes on her. That's what happens when she's being held hostage. And saves her life by accident, and he thinks she's his princess, so he treats her like that. And he's funny, and he's 17, but he's super sweet. And you kind of love his ninja character because he's like a romantic hero. I think that's exactly what he's supposed to be. He's also repped to kill anybody if they get in their way. He's honestly complex. He'll follow orders, but at the same time, he's funny and doesn't understand about anything about the present world he's in. He thinks he's in a trick dream. And when you see the many degrees of him, that he was always a ninja, he never had anything really for himself. And then when he discovers that his princess is not a princess, that the real princess is somewhere else, he leaves her behind, but then comes back for her instantly. And they go back home, and they're in love. Because now he can finally be with her because she's not an actual princess. He is loyal to a fault. Never gives up. Sticks to everything. And he's so damn attractive. Damn, like... Alright, coming in at number 1. You ever get rejected so many times that you order a robot online? Yeah, me neither. So anyway, this is number 1. I was so embarrassed reading this. This was like, you know how women are embarrassed about reading 50 Shades of Grey? Well, when I was in high school, I would like try to strategically hide the cover of this manga because, like, come on, really? He's naked in a box that says property present for you. It literally says present for you. I mean, dear God, no. So wrong. Basically, you meet Riko Aizawa, who's been rejected too many times, and she ends up ordering a boyfriend with 1,000,001 relationship qualities. Yeah, and she owes said company $1 million. And these are the kind of images she has of her boyfriend. He's kind of like Superman, and he's got the Superman personality. I love this manga. It was funny, and he leaves her when she's indecisive, and he gets kissed by another girl, which was bad because he's kind of a cheater, but he could never get her out of his head. So eventually, when she was put into great risk, he came for her and saved her. Promised to never leave her again. And even though he had kind of conflict from Satoshi, her friend, who she realized Satoshi had feelings for her too, it became just her and Knight against the world. And he was always positive, and he rarely had a time when he was sad, which was really impressive. And then when the times when he was sad was because he realized he wasn't human, and he couldn't give Riko the things she needed, and he felt wrong for even being in her life. So, you know, he is just awesome. It's only a 6-volume manga, so really cheap buy, and he's goofy, awesome, and he literally did die, kind of, for the woman he loved to protect her from the evil corporation. So, really, really amazing guy, and I'm sorry he had to go out like that. Anyway, so that is my top 10 manga crushes. See, I have the list here, right there. So, I hope you guys comment, rate, subscribe, and also tell me who are your top 10 manga crushes or anime crushes, and who's your number 1 anime or manga crush. in the comments below. Remember to comment, rate, subscribe, and that awesome loves you. Why am I doing this? This looks weird. Look at that. What am I doing right here? I have a Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon blanket now. Sailor Moon. Anyway, that's all I have to say. I hope you guys subscribe, and I will see you in my next vlogging. Bye guys.